Good day, everyone. Today, me and my including team members, we are going to present on the topic that is Coca-Cola and oligopoly market practice. So, I'm going ahead with my introduction part. So, let's understand the meaning of oligopoly. It is a market structure where there are small member of large firm dominate the market and control some proportion of the market share. Coming going forward, next I'm just going to discuss about the features of the oligopoly. And the first one is like highest high barrier to entry. It is the difficult for the new firms to enter into the market due to high initial capital requirement, economics of scales, brand loyalty. Moving forward, I am coming to second point, that is price leadership. In some oligopolies, firms set the price and the others we have to follow it. This made them the leader and let them make the pricing decision. Next one is a product differentiation. Every firm produces a distinct product as compared to its competitors. Moving forward, next one is maximize revenue. The goal of the firm is to maximize the revenue, and this could be done uh, by determining the price and the level of output, and this would generate high revenue for the firm. Coming next, interdependence of firms. Firms in the oligopoly are independent on each other, but the thing is, which we have to keep focusing with respect to the price. Coming to the next slide, I'm just moving forward. Here we are just going to discuss about the overview of the beverage market structure. In Canada, the beverage market of Canada has a oligopoly form of market structure with around GDP 5.37. We already discussed this thing in our news article. That article is around about like big companies increasing the pricing strategies. Further moving forward, I'm just going to discuss about the market structure and the consolidation. Under this coming, there are few dominant players like we know Coca-Cola, PepsiCo for Manitoic. So what they are doing, they are directly and indirectly impacting the oligopolic market. So from here, I just want like for the next, I would like to pass on to the Karthik who gonna explain about the key players and the various things. So Karthik, please take on.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hello everyone. This is Karthik, and I am here to discuss about the key players and products in the beverage industry. I mean, like in the Canadian market. So, in Canadian beverage market, it is mainly categorized into five different segments. And I mean, like in the year 2022, it was I mean, like the total volume was just rated like 4.68 BL. So the five types of beverage market categories are soft drinks, hot drinks, and alcoholic drinks, dairies, and soft drinks, and some other milk alternatives. So there are four big giant stakeholders of this beverage market. Then they are Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, PACL, and and the Amber SA. So the Coca-Cola it has many famous products like Coke, Sprite, etc. PepsiCo has Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and etc. Diego PLC provides the provides some sort of wine, whiskey, and some alcoholic products, and Amber goes with the soy drinks and other dairy products. So interdependence is the main, I mean, moving forward to the interdependence. So interdependence is the main characteristic in oligopoly market. So the firms depend, I mean, they just interdepend on four main things like decision making, actions, and pricing strategies, and the things done by the other firms. So the moving forward, the strategic behavior. Strategic behavior is a feature of oligopoly firms in which they have made some international business decision making, the international business change for influencing the overall market. I mean, like market environment. So in the beverage industry, in the beverage industry, uh, this company artificially lowers what do we call it? Uh, in the beverage industry, the company artificially lowers the price of soft drinks impacting the demand level of the rival firms. So this strategic behavior, such as lowering the price policy and value-based pricing policy, is striking for oligopoly firm for full cost production. Coca-Cola handling these issues of inflammatory problems by using the strategic behavior. So Chidera, you can please take over from here.
I'll be discussing the barriers to entry, and basically, we'll just touch on few barriers. To start with, we have, just as Shivan said earlier on, economics of scale. Most companies in the oligopoly market already have, a way of producing having a large scale production at low cost. So it's difficult for competitors to step in and compete with that because they've built it over the years. Secondly, we have the strict stuff of brand loyalty. There are a lot of customers that are very loyal to certain brands, and no matter the competition coming in, they tend to stick with the brand you already know. Then also another difficulty of new competitors coming into the market is patents. Over in certain innovations, people tend to patent their work, which prevents people from copying it. So this, in one form or the other, prevents competitors from coming in and then, copying or imitating such product, which is basically, focused and widespread in the market. Then we'll be talking about the price rigidity and then the king demand curve. When it comes to the rigidity of the price, basically, you see, most firms tend to have rigid price because one firm wouldn't want to reduce his profit. Wouldn't want to reduce his price as low as the other firm because the other firm can also reduce its price similarly. And at the end of the day, profit maximization is not made for both, so it's not profitable for them. So they tend to have a rigid price, and this is kind of what is described on the king demand curve. I'll let Harold take over for the next slide.
Hello, good day, everyone. I'll be talking on game theory on oligopoly. Game theory has to do with the decision taken by individuals in trying to compete with others in the same market when you have large companies or large firms having the same business focus. It has to do with the movement, the actions and strategies or behavioral pattern of a firm in trying to oversee or supersede the other firm and gain better market shares. Then I also talk about the innovation and development of a new product on a beverage company. The innovation and development of a new product has to do with when firms come into business in trying to compete with others or have a competition, they try to bring in new products into the market so that to win better market shares and gain more, make more profit. An example is the Diet Coke product that was introduced years back by the Coca-Cola company. The Diet Coke had a lesser amount of sugar and it was more friendly and more popular among the youths. This same Diet Coke had a better percentage of market share during the sales period. And with this, the PepsiCo also decided to go into the same market and to bring their own product to compete with the Coca-Cola, which was called the Diet Pepsi. Then I'll talk about the consumer behavior and pricing strategy. The consumer behavior and pricing strategy has to do with the strategy being put in place by companies in order to gain more market shares and more market focus and more customer loyalty. Like for Coca-Cola, they had what they put in place in three strategies called the market penetration, the market price, and price scheming. In all these were put in place by the Coca-Cola to outshine the other competitions from the likes of Pepsi and Coke. Thanks. I'll hand over to Fazan now to take up the next step. Thank you.
Yep, having a good day, guys. Okay, so I will be talking about the consumer behavior and the pricing strategy, as Harold has mentioned. Okay, so the pricing strategy that the company usually use is to attract the customers from they try to innovate things in their product. They try to develop the product, and they want to, when the product is ready, they use this kind of strategy, which is price discrimination, to attract customers. So the oligopolistic beverages firm use this price discrimination strategy usually for the attraction of customers towards their brand. Okay, so basically, if we see they are working on the demand and supply thing. So moving forward, the conclusion that the total data that my team members have been collected from the uh, various sources, the discussion which is based is to conclude that the beverages industry like soft drink, Coke or Pepsi or when any other thing, any other like beverages company usually mainly belong to the oligopoly market. The main feature of the oligopoly markets are these two firm businesses. Moving forward, the references that I have collected are these are the main references that I have collected from the data which my team has provided. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.